Welcome to Derry does a great job of using the real trauma that Black and Indigenous people have experienced over the years. And Ronnie's dad being wrongfully accused of murder reminds me of a real situation that happened right here in Atlanta. So back in the late 70s and early 80s, Atlanta was not the Black Mecca that it became today. It was pretty much just like any other southern city at the time. During the years from 1979 till about 1982, Atlanta became the real life Derry. Over 30 children from across the city went missing and were later found dead. And while none of these kids had anything relatable to each other, the one thing they had in common was that they were all Black. Search parties and curfews were eventually put in place, but this seemed to be the only thing the city of Atlanta was doing about these children. Now, what's really creepy about all of this is that during this time, multiple sightings of strange white men riding around Black areas were reported to police, and some of these sightings were of actual Klan members. Naturally, the police department didn't do anything about these sightings and the murders continued. Nothing was being done about it until the murders got national attention. That was when the pressure on the city of Atlanta increased. Too much community unrest and way too many complaints to the police department. And that was when the city of Atlanta magically came up with their perfect suspect, a short, frail man named Wayne Williams, who clearly was not strong enough to act out anything that he was being accused of. Now, what's really messed up about all of this is that around the time that Wayne Williams was arrested, there were talks of a race war to break out in Atlanta if the person who committed the murders was a member of the Klan. But peep this. There were actual leaked phone calls of Klan members literally admitting to riding around Atlanta picking off children.
Bringing you details of the secret investigation into the KKK's possible connection to the Atlanta child murders.
City of Atlanta knew what this would lead to, so they decided to blame a Black man that many people to this day still feel is innocent. Now, the craziest part about all of this is that Wayne Williams was never convicted for any of the child murders. He was only convicted of the murder of two grown adult men who still to this day, we're not sure if he even murdered them either. They literally arrested Wayne Williams, blamed him for those two murders, and then said, well, he must have did those other 30 ones too. And just like the officials of Derry, they know what's going on in that town. They just know they can't let it get out. So the easiest person to blame is an innocent Black man.